Vodafone McLaren Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton has created a storm this season. This 22-year-old who started out racing karts was taken under the wing of Ron Dennis, chairman and CEO of the McLaren Group. The success he has gone on to achieve in his very first season of Grand Prix racing shows what amazing foresight Ron Dennis had in seeing his potential and nurturing this phenomenal talent.
Lewis Hamilton, the absolute best up-and-coming young driver for 20 years.
Even at the beginning of the season, he was convinced he'd found something special. Lewis's success has made him a household name within months. Mobil 1 celebrates this first season, from his pre-season excitement and first test at Valencia to his race victories and some of his other activities beyond the track, as he became the biggest rising star in Grand Prix racing. Looking back to the beginning of the year, his excitement at the prospect of starting the season with the new team was contagious.
It's been my first experience of developing a new car for a team, so it's been hard work, pretty intense obviously, doing the testing but also training to make sure I'm fit enough for the first race and giving as much information back about the car. So it has been, again, a steep learning curve, but it's much enjoyable, and we've still got some work to do. The car's looking very good, so I'm enjoying it.
As the season progressed, it became clear Lewis was driving one of the fastest cars on the Grand Prix circuit. With 6 podiums already under his belt and back-to-back wins at Montreal and Indianapolis, he explained to fans the specifications of his Vodafone McLaren Mercedes MP422.
The vehicle behind me, which is my car, is powered by a Mercedes-Benz 2.4 V8 and produces about 750 brake horsepower. Maximum revs are 19,000 RPM, so it's screaming when you're at the top of the straight pulling 200 miles an hour. And we have a 7-speed transmission, which is extremely quick to get through, but it helps us obviously be extremely quick on the track. First of all, they start the engine. And you start to get this buzz, you start smiling. Your heart starts pounding, the adrenaline starts to pump around your body. All of a sudden you feel in control of this beast. 750 brake horsepower behind you. You exit the pits and you're up the straight, and when you go through the gears, it's just thrilling. I mean, when you accelerate with all that power behind you. It's almost like the fastest roller coaster you could ever imagine.
He quickly became a favourite with the fans in all corners of the globe. And as the public took to him almost overnight, Lewis quickly developed relationships with the team's key technical partners.
My first win in Montreal was obviously one to remember, and finally get into Formule 1 and then to eventually get my first Grand Prix win in only my 6th race was definitely not expected, and so the whole build up to it, the amount of pressure I put on myself, the belief my family, the team have had in me to finally get the result, it was just an amazing achievement and very, very emotional. And as I said, a day I will never forget. Mobil 1 has helped with that by producing the oil, which is extremely efficient in reducing wear, reducing friction, reducing the carbon build-up in the engine. And this helps us that's why we're winning races. In qualifying, we need to be out straight, we need to be out first, and to do that you need to get to the end of the pit lane and sit and idle the engine for approximately 3 minutes, and that's a lot longer than any other car is able to do.
The phenomenon that Lewis quickly became was no more apparent than when he visited the 2007 Goodwood Festival of Speed, where his home crowd flocked to meet him and see his Vodafone McLaren Mercedes MP422 in action.
It's all new to me, so I don't really know what to expect, and I stood out there and there was so many people. It's incredible, and even these people here, just, you cool? You're all well? No, but it's amazing, and I'm enjoying it. Brushing shoulders with Sir Sterling Moss and Sir Jackie Stewart, and they're great, amazing people to look up to, and really always have good words of wisdom to give to me, so it's a privilege.
The second half of Lewis's season was no less exciting, with a further 6 podium finishes, strengthening his global status as the most impressive rookie to enter Grand Prix racing. This all went to make Lewis's first season a record-breaking success. becoming the youngest ever Grand Prix driver to lead the Formula One World Championship. And with all this in his first season, we get the impression it's only a taste of things to come.